Okay, geometry, this is chapter 1, section 2. This is the first example here. I'm going to go through a few of these first examples. First thing you need to do is find the length of LM. It doesn't tell you what units, so you should use your precision that we just covered. And so we've got these little tiny lines, and these little tiny lines are millimeter lines. These big lines are the centimeter lines. And so in order to use precision, we want it to the closest millimeter. So we follow this across, make sure that the centimeter 0 lines up with your point L. Come over to your M, and if you need to draw a line that comes straight down, you'll see that it lines up right there. And so this is going to be 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters, 41, 42. So the answer to this would be 42 millimeters. And that would be your best answer for this first problem. How about this? Find the length of QR. Okay, so now we don't have the little lines in here. Since we don't have the little lines, those would be millimeters. We're now measuring in centimeters, so we went to the closest centimeter. This one's pretty obvious, so this would be 5 centimeters. Always make sure you put units with your numbers so that we know what we're talking about, no naked numbers. Find the length of AB. Again, we're back in millimeters. We've got the little tiny ones. We've got millimeters. So this is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it looks like we are at 18 millimeters. So the answer would be C. C would be the best possible answer for this case. And this one, again, we've got no little lines here, so we're measuring in centimeters. So 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. So your best answer here would be 2 centimeters with your precision. How about if we were to measure the length of a dollar bill? So let's line up a dollar bill, and it says to measure it in centimeters. So it's telling you to ignore the little tiny line. So I've got the edge of my bill lined up with the 0, and I come over here, and I want to measure it in centimeters. So the best possible centimeter answer would be, and since we have the little lines on here, we're going to use them, but we're measuring in centimeters. So it's 15 centimeters. And then this big line here is 0.5, and it looks like we're going to the next little line here, so I'm going to call this 15.6 centimeters as my best possible answer here. Okay, measure the length of the pencil in millimeters. So again, I'm going to line up my point of my pencil. So the point of my pencil, and if you need to drop a line straight down to see where it comes. And then you could draw a line straight up if that helps you. Okay, so we are measuring in millimeters, so this is 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is 140 millimeters, and then 141, 142, 143. How about 144? 144 millimeters for that one. Okay, so then what about if we needed to draw a segment? So I could grab my pencil tool, because that's what you'll have as your pencil tool. And you want to go 42 millimeters long, and we want this to be segment LM. So we need to draw it and label it. So 42 millimeters. Let me grab and flip this over so my millimeters are on the top. And put my pencil back here. So 42 millimeters. So that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 41, 42 millimeters. Oops, I went a little bit too far. I need to erase a little piece of that off. Oops, that was too much off. Put some piece of that back on. Erase it. There we go. Okay, so that's 42 millimeters, and then I need to label it. So I've got this is L, and this is M. Ew, didn't like that. M. Okay, so there is LM, and it is 42 millimeters long. Then I want to go down here, and I want 5 centimeters. So let me flip my ruler over. So I got here 5 centimeters. Come up here and grab a different color. So there's 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and there is 5 centimeters. And I'm a little bit past again, so I might need to grab my rule eraser and chop a little piece of that off. There's 5 centimeters. And this is QR, so this is going to be Q, and this is R. Notice that I am labeling them with capital letters because endpoints are points and points are labeled with capital letters. So 5 centimeters, QR, and good to go.